Selepe and Makaula will be operating, Dlamini possibly playing as a 10, or Selepe maybe then interchange as well. But same with 4-3-3, but expecting as well that Sevilla won't be holding that line, will be actually playing more of as inverted, maybe making those double 10s with Ndwandwe as well, making those forward.
Perfect opponent for tonight. This is the side against whom he makes his final bow, and the Spanish guitar's swan song is underway here in Orlando.
I was very impressed that you were able to read that banner. We were struggling down there with Thomas.
Listen, there's a little something called Google Translate.
Striking department down there. And I think it is a team that if they really want to improve their chances in terms of getting up the ladder of the lock, they need to get themselves in positions where they can be able to score. And that also relies then on Sevilla, the top players on ground, they need to actually get into goal-scoring positions and be able to convert the chances that they're creating. Because defensively still, they are consuming so many goals, but when you score goals, you actually start building that confidence within the team as well, even from a defensive perspective.
Tanti's goal against Orlando by last 3 outings. So, right to point out, it's been a serious issue for them. As former Arrows man, Kusanati Sibisi finds Bokazi, the revelation of the season, most would think. Perhaps Koto also falls into that bracket as Orlando Pirates try to make an early start here. Touch for Selepe. First time in the 11 for the 20-year-old from Tsakane. Interesting stat about a lanky young midfielder is that his first ever DDC goal came in January 2024 against Arrows DDC team.
Now he makes his first appearance with the Golden Arrows facility. Interesting.
Bukazi. They were calling him Potlela when he was playing for the DDC team. Now he partners the man who is the first to have that moniker. Bufuke. A little leave there from Dion Hotter, but doesn't arrive at its intended target, that being Tsikbaza Mabasa. 13 months ago now, he scored his first ever senior hat-trick as Chain comes out to claim against Lamontville Golden Arrows in that 7-1 win here. This is the first time that Arrows returned to this venue since that humiliation. Makaula, Dlamini. Makaula has been one of the trusted servants of Jose Rivero since his arrival from Amazulu. Most wouldn't have dreamt that at this stage in his career, coming to quote-unquote the first big club of his career, that he would have enjoyed so much game time.
And I guess also that says a lot about the coach that Coach Rivero is, improving players, introducing us to the younger ones, and we know how difficult it is throughout the years as a youngster to come into a big team to actually play. And he has proven that by giving so many youngsters an opportunity to play, and they never disappointed. Your Rele Mufuke, your Nkotes, your Sasane, Bogazi right now that is commanding the regular plays ever since he's been introduced to the first team. And I think there's one thing that we're going to miss about Coach Rivero, giving us those type of players, exposing them into the high-level football.
He's expertly blended youth into his team since his arrival. I think we could...
With that being the negative as well, that gives then Mbogazi an opportunity to come in and play.
There's always a silver lining.
Yeah.
Bukazi showing a little too much of that to Makwele. Makwele making his second start this season from set pieces. Worked into the box with the flag up, I think, against Ndwandwe. He's actually just pointing for a foul.
Because I could see that he's insinuating that somebody was pushed inside the box. But we're expecting those, especially when inside the box, when you want to try and attack any ball that has been brought inside there. You can see the little bit of shuffle, the little bit of pushing and shoving within the players themselves.
Well, the talking to forwards by Sibisi. 6 seasons at Lamontville Golden Arrows after emerging from their development ranks. This is his third with Orlando Pirates. to Super Chain now. Back in the starting 11 in the league. Did sit out against Lamontville Golden Arrows last week, but then played the cup final derby. Nice touch from Dlamini. Selepe dispossessed. Matwele to Tele. Obeko Dlamini. Out the run with some space. Shadrach Goberi. Lamontville Golden Arrows absolutely raided Royal AM. I think they've been the biggest benefactors, possibly along with Richards Bay, from the collapse of Royal AM. Now, Hele down and Hele delivering in the free kick. Now Arrows still have the big men up here.
You can see the amount of Golden Arrows players, whenever they do have that side free kick, they do believe that it might be one of those games. They can actually, like you rightfully say, they do score a lot of goals.
Zwane yet to score in his Lamontville Golden Arrows career. In fact, the last goal he netted was for Tuks in the first division back in 2022. Nice to be seen. Two sides. And interestingly, when they were scheduled to meet again the 19th of February, the pitch was waterlogged in Hammersdale, which is why they've had to play these two games back to back. It was a Sibia, a man who has previously scored in this tie. Last goal he got against Orlando Pirates, coming in a 2-1 defeat at home, their first meeting of last season. An equaliser from the penalty spot after Tito Maswangani had given Orlando Pirates the lead, also from 12 yards. It's Dlamini. Shan. Scooped forward by Selepe. Retrieved here. Bandile Shandu. Kota. Sibisi. Through suspension, a previous league match was not Sibisi. Selepe. Dlamini. Moved into the path of Nkota now. Makaula. Dion Hotto. Let's fly from range. For Orlando Pirates team who lead the league in terms of long-range goals, 10 in total.
Yeah. When you do have such players who are very courageous to take those kind of parts on attack, and he becomes a player that is also dangerous in adding numbers for Orlando Pirates.
Webawateni. He and Edward Maova have been sharing the gloves this season. Turns away, does Zwane, that's brilliant. Measured ball in, just too far in front of Sibia.
In front of him, you can see also, off camera, the coach Manova is furious because he's expecting, one of those wingers to get inside the box, especially when the ball is out wide.
Zwane tries to force it across. Mr. King goes down under the challenge.
Shan doesn't even know where Sibia was, and that's the moment that Sibia was supposed to take an advantage and make the run.
No one at Arrows has created more chances than Sianda Mtanti this season, despite the fact that he's only played about half their league games. Mufokeng, Dlamini. Back to Mufokeng. Flying over to Selepe. Plenty of time for him to pick a pass. Got it. Showing some patience here, our Pirates. Kota. Crossfield for Mofokeng. Mofokeng shifting and turning and teasing. Oh, what a goal!
Left hand side, finds time and space. Look at that pass, the precision on the pass as well from Mukota. When Mofokeng gets inside the box, he becomes so dangerous. Yes, Toronto trying to close the space down, but look at the trickery there. He knows exactly what he wants to do. He cuts in, play the ball in, he finds Mabasa inside the box. Good, because whenever Mofokeng gets into those type of positions, I mean, he gets so serious, he gets so dangerous. And even though that you know that he's going to do it, but you still fall for it.
He has been such a prolific chance creator. Nicoletta Magalo has created more this season. And Tsakabaza Mabasa now jointly the top scorer in this particular tie. Pirates versus Arrows. Joins Tendai Ndoro on 5 goals, and he scored in 3 successive matches against Arrows. Last week, over a year ago, the hat-trick, and now today. Could be on for another treble. His hat-trick against Arrows in April of 2024 was the first of his career. He had netted 9 braces prior to that. And he's gone on to become quite accustomed to scoring hat-tricks since then.
Yeah, and what gives him that advantage, maybe if we have to compare him with Mahopa, Mabasa is a box striker.
Look at that tenacity from Dion Otto. Just can't dig out a cross.
Yeah, he's such a box striker. He gets into the around the box and he links up play. Yes, Makopa, he's a hard worker. He makes those over-the-shoulder run and stretches the defense, but they're just 2 different players. But they also bring results. They're able to get inside the box and be able to score goals. That's what you need.
Shandu, deflection!
In this game, I didn't expect it to be this open. You can see that Orlando Pirates are finding space whenever they get into attack, winning that second ball. Dlamini being very instrumental as well. Shandu gets into those areas, adds the numbers.
Taking short to Mofokeng, moved on to Dlamini. In from Shandu, slight deflection on that cross. Yes, Yandam Tanti for Lamontville Golden Arrows. Good feet from Makwele. Finding Sabia. Otto keeping pace. Oh, can he pick the right pass? Good reading of the game there from Mofokeng. An issue here for Vincent Ndwandwe, which is why the Pirates' moments, periods, Hunter seemed to get a nudge in his back there. Man who made his 250th league start in the league derby against Kaizer Chiefs. Makwele working it out to the flank, and it comes. Makaula getting back promptly. Skakuni United, Treso Yamba's goal, the first they've conceded from a corner this season.
And also they're dangerous themselves as well whenever they have to attack. I mean, Sibisa's
a couple of months ago is what you're referring to, Taylor swings it in. Wasn't Kosinati Sibisa who got a head on it. What an effort that is from Sabia, and another goes wide. 3 conceded 2016. She's first sat on the bench for the senior side of Bloemfontein Celtic in December 2016, then made his league debut only in May 2019, 3-1 win against Amazulu. Now, chance here for Ndwandwe, cracks it towards goal. Good defensive work done by Sibisi. Dion Hotter flying forward here. Laying it off to Mofokeng. Still he continues on. Dlamini. Kota. Tries to play the quick ball. Makwele. Makwele. That's a lovely ball from the former Royal AM man. Mele chops inside of Nkota. Sibia. It's Dlamini. Makwele does well to keep hold of it after his poor touch initially. Tenga, the run. The PSL era, it's 3 successive second-place finishes, which of course can be very painful. I'm sure this will be the most painful of all, considering that the 2 seasons prior, the margin of victory for Sundowns has been immense. 16 points and then 23 points. They've closed the gap, or at least the final standings will suggest that the gap has closed, depending on how Orlando Pirates do down this final stretch. But it's a massive improvement, considering that the season before Rivera arrived, they had finished in 6th position.
It is a massive improvement, and one would suggest as well that maybe this season that's an opportunity for them. They thought it is an opportunity for them to actually go and challenge on Sundowns and trying to win the league. And you look at the squad that they had as well. From last season, they built on and became stronger and stronger and stronger team. And I can just imagine how painful it has been for them to actually come short again.
So it is Hotto, just won't come down.
Bro.
It has been, my apologies, 9 games since they scored a long-range goal. These Sundowns, with 12 long-range goals in 2017-18 season, have scored more in a single campaign than Orlando Pirates this season.
And I can imagine on those Sundowns goals, the biggest contributors, Lompo Gagan.
Yeah, of course. They weren't collecting stats on long-range goals too much prior to that, otherwise he would have featured quite strongly. Oh, it's a lovely take from Dion Hotto, looking for a quarter. Ruling that to have already gone behind.
Look at that pass from Bogazi.
Oh, man.
Precision there, good touch from Hotto as well, good decision as well. Yes, he did have Mabasa.
Watenga was before it went out fully. Now Sabia's on the move. Silepe. Pass goes astray from Mufukeng. Zwane turns. Good interception from Bokazi. Dlamini. Silepe laying it off here for Makaula. Mufukeng turns it inside, can't link up with Mabasa. Makwele. Oh, the first half hour here at the Orlando Stadium has flown by. Pirates taking the lead about a quarter hour in, courtesy of Tekhabasa Mabasa and the excellent work of Really Mufukeng. Turns away from danger brilliantly, such strength from a man who's still a teenager. Now Mufukeng has strayed.
The quality that he shows is when he's on the ball, the range of passes that he has, how strong he is on those, 1v1 battles. And I can just imagine in 2 years, 3 years, what a complete player he will be.
This time before Jose Rivero's arrival, in truth, there'd been a little bit of a dull one with so many nil-nil draws. But the last 5 meetings between these two sides, Pirates overseen, and all of them by Rivero, have been 20 goals scored. That's the same number as the previous 16 matches before that. It has become a must-watch affair in recent times. Here's Hotto. 2 potential takers here. It's the left foot of Dlamini. Nicely fended away. Golden arrows. These two sides. First met at the turn of the millennium. Playing tonight for the 48th time in the top flight. High up the field.
Paul as well was so strong for Sibiya to control it a bit better, and it's kept on putting pressure, winning the ball high up the pitch. That was
all played in towards the near posts, easily away by Ndwandwe. Shandu back to Chain. Second career starts for a goalkeeper who has emerged as amongst the best in the land, despite what was a fairly slow start to his professional career. Sibisi sorts his feet out in time. Chain has to hurry onto that one. Makaula keeps it in for King. Nice take and a brilliant ball over the top, but the flag goes up. And this one will be interesting.
that help control and that line, that high line as well that Coronado is playing as well. They were nearly caught up.
It's actually a little further offside than we initially thought.
Yeah.
And Alpha Sitole has recently been emerging as one of the better assistant referees in the country. Very reliable. Potentially even saved the coach from a premature exit. A touch towards goal from Dlamini is claimed by Chain. From Mufokeng. Now hot to turn. Deeming there to have been no discernible advantage. I would have liked to see how that play would develop.
Yeah.
And they come back for this free kick, which is taken short. Dlamini. Hot on, first time cross. Mabasa losing his... Also loose touch. Nkoto looked to profit. He's gone down, clutching his leg. The play continues here. Pele. Nice from Pele. Down far too easily. Now Orlando Pirates would be wise to knock the ball out with a player down. 5 successive wins coming into this one. Not since the 2020-2021 season have Arrows got victory over Pirates. 2-0 winners at home that season. Pule Mori on the double. Their victories, 7-1 last season, 3-1 this season. Shandu, marked by Dlamini, Okwele. Ndwandwe, Okwele. Let's send him time to switch flanks. Artenga finding Dlamini in plenty of space. Sibiya. Ndwandwe took the run. Tabisi misplaces his pass. Mele found by Ndwandwe. Decent ball in. Orlando Pirates effectively defend that. It's a promising moment for Golden Arrows.
It is a promising moment indeed. Clearly they're putting a very, very, very good ball inside the box. Makes it very, very difficult for Orlando Pirates to defend, especially when you're facing your own goal. It forces you to defend a bit differently, but Makaula there finding himself in the right position, making sure that he slots in there as a centre back to be able to defend that ball.
Coach in the PSL era to win 5 successive Soweto derbies. He can add that to his CV. The only coach to be involved in 8 in succession that produced a result. So another impressive statistic. He's in from September into early November before Stellenbosch upset them here at the Orlando Stadium. The only time in the PSL era that Orlando Pirates have won 7 in a row. They came under Rivera. And here is the brightest star of his tenure, trying to create another. This time Arrows scramble it free. Clear rather. Dlamini spots some movement from Dion Hotto, who will race onto this one now. Hotto! He's blasted it over. What a ball this is from Dlamini. Dion Hotto couldn't apply the finishing touch. Seemingly has lost none of his pace. He's even into his mid-30s. Dud. Really? Kazi with the interception. Sabisi with the cleanup. Bukazi. Ufuke. Dion Hotto. Bukazi's on the move. Steal the yards on Gianni, who he's won it off. Now he finds Mabasa. The touch got away from him. Tanti. Just a few seconds left of added time. The run. Ball into the box. Scorer in this particular tie with 5 goals, level with Tendai Ndoro. He scored 7 goals in 9 meetings across the various clubs he's played for against Lamontville Golden Arrows, and that Pirates tally slowly rising. He's closing in on Tovilakazi as Pirates top scorer.
And that's a good list to be part of.
Yeah.
I mean, when was the last time Tovilakazi played with Orlando Pirates colours? That shows you how dangerous and how good he was. And Mabasa, you know, being a different player ever since he came back to Orlando Pirates.
So, how will Arrows over the course of the season? Now they've played 26 times. This is their 27th goal of the season, the 27th game rather of the season. Orlando Pirates game number 48.
Yeah, you've been struggling a lot in the season, maybe instead of scoring goals and the lock positions as well. You're spending so much time training, unlike playing games. And as footballers, you want to be playing more games, unlike training. With Orlando Pirates, with that.
Well, on their travels, they have been very successful, especially when you consider African competition, trips to Algeria and Egypt, and what they were able to manage. But Arrows currently winless in 5 since a 2-1 victory over the other Soweto Giants, Kaizer Chiefs. Okay, won't be allowed to seed first. The last time they managed to do that was in September of 2023 against Cape Town Spurs. The run. Zane. For actually just the 2nd time this season. Only other instance of it was that 7-game winning streak at the beginning of the season. good at home this term. 9 wins from 11 on their own patch in the league. But when a KZN side pay them a visit, they have lost just once in their last 27 home games in the league against KZN sides. That was late last season against Richards Bay, when Coach Vilakazi put together that wonderful run that saved them from automatic relegation. Actually snapped a 24-game unbeaten streak at home to KZN sides that dated back about 9 years to a 2-0 loss to Lamontville Golden Arrows. Mahachi Chitola on the score sheet that day. Hotto. Just a very good opportunity in the first half. Lays it off to Mabasa, gets the cross in, stolen away here by Nkotsa! And Watenga makes the save. Dlamini, Mufokeng. And Mabasa, playing provider again. No, I think he went for the
Mufokeng was making just behind, but look at the play here. Hotto finds himself in out wide, aiding those numbers again, continue what he was doing in the first half, but great little ball being played there as well. But Kele was in a way as well, was Nkota was, but that deflection as well, I think it's...
Yeah, the deflection actually put a little bit of spin onto the ball that curled it towards Watenga.
Yeah.
Lamontville Golden Arrows have won just 6 times in their last 35 trips to face Gauteng sides. And play back on shortly. Otto cuts it out. Makaula. Mufokeng beaten to it by Makwele. Silepe. Dlamini. Now Nkota. Still Nkota continues on. Shandu helping it towards goal. Dlamini has a look at the back of Zwane's shirt. It says 41. Hotto now. Goal comes steaming in. Ball breaks here for Gota. Sibisi, Silepe. Gota darts inside once again. Feeds Shandu. Patiently recycling the ball, waiting for that perfect opening. There's Dion Hotto! So, Brandon Theron makes Shadrach Kope. Mabasa turns well and rescues his effort. Well, then the Pirates have only hit the target once in this game, and that was the goal.
That was a goal. But also, you look at the amount of chances that also they're creating as well. You can, in one sense, that maybe one is coming through.
Given away by Mbukazi.
From that mistake.
I don't know if you were taking a look at the fans on screen a moment ago. It is a full moon tonight, but not quite bright enough to necessitate sunglasses. He's been the busiest player for Arrows this evening. The crowd becoming a little frustrated with Mabasa in the last few minutes. Dandwe underhits his pass. Mufokeng. Selepe scanned and knew there was danger on his tail. Selepe to shut. A week ago, Pirates actually only had 3 shots on targets against Arrows, scored from 2 of them, so don't need to get all too many on target, seemingly. Mabasa can't effectively lay it off for Dlamini. To Shandu. Oh, they got that one all wrong. Now Arrows will look to hit on the break here. That's Mukazi there ahead of Tanti. Got it. Hot on. Still he continues on. The final touch just not coming together for...
Gets to that area where now there should be like more finesse. They just seem to not find the right pass or the right touch that they need.
Offside.
To be able to make those, and he hasn't been making those enough. His first touch, the ball get taken away from him, and he's a player that has so much influence in the team's performance and rhythm. He needs to get more into the game.
Matenga. Well, the quarter hour after the break has been the period or rather, Golden Arrows have scored 25% of their goals. Although with that said, they haven't got all too many this season. But that period is about to elapse. The Pirates remain unbreached. Dlamini. Oh, it's a poor ball. Cabello Dlamini. Got it. Resumes his battle with Pele. Comes up trumps this time around. Laid off to Dion Houghton. Fouquet. Houghton again. Has he snuck it anyhow?
When Houghton struck it, I don't think Watenga was expecting it, but look at the pass as well from Fouquet. Being aware to then where the spaces are, who the runners are as well. Look, he just played with his left. Houghton making sure that he stays on side, but look at that.
One for Golden Arrows. A clean sheet for him in the last 5 games, including this evening. It could be a very, very nervy final run-in. We're still awaiting confirmation of what will happen in that game that was abandoned at half-time between themselves and Supersport United. Tanti. Dlamini. Kenan Phillips with a low ball in. Mufokeng. Slips it through here for Dlamini. Mugged by his namesake. Mufokeng with the most delicate of touches. Fouquet, Cabello Dlamini, Nkota, still Nkota, free kick, edge of the area. From dead ball situation, standing over this one. Dlamini, oh!
Space there, using the wall, very nice against it. Look at the Orlando Pirates players also on the wall, making sure that they go down just to distract Botenga there, but so much quality from Dlamini. Precision there.
Man of the match a week ago against Lamontville Golden Arrows. Karim Kimbuidi is on alongside Boitumelo Radiopane. Sibia, Ndwandwe, all making way. And it's actually going to be a quadruple change because you get Duduzo Mflongo making just a first appearance of the season as Masuku. That's the first touch.
And try and trouble London Pirates defense. But also maybe also with the goalkeeping department as well. Maybe it's to try and avoid the embarrassment that they faced last time they were here.
Here's Kimbuidi. He scored 2 goals against Golden Arrows previously. Lamini. Goal to the outside of his foot. Yeah. Okazi has had the most touches of any player on the park. For former Pirates man Menzi Masuku, who scored goal of the season whilst Buccaneers colours back in 2014-15 against Supersport United. Masuku. Plenty of Arrows players waiting in the box. Masuku. Radiopane hassling him into relinquishing possession. Mayo. Gobe. Now Ndwandwe. With the tuck for Malinga, who's offside. And a chance here to Golden Arrows. Nothing wrong with the challenge according to Chris Christo. Menzi Masuku going down.
Yeah, I think Menzi Masuku was trying to just maybe to trick the referee there, but clever then for him because he's trying to get in front of the defender, hoping maybe he'll get a touch, but he didn't.
Kimbuidi. Shandu. Spacey. Moving a little dangerously here, Orlando Pirates. Lamini back to Chain. Okazi. Hotter. For King. Exchanges passes here with Makaula. Oh. Ghosts in between 2 players, King, and gets it back from Kimbuidi. Kota, King again, he's pulling the strings.
A lot of Orlando Pirates players are having a great day today. Even Kota, even Bokasi, Hoto as well, King as well, turning things on.
Arrows concedes quarter hour from 60 minutes onwards today.
And I guess with that said, Grant, I think it should be very, very difficult for Coach Man.
Last week, the 23 moments for the man born in. There's great pedigree about him, developed at the School of Excellence. Prior to that, so they persist with playing off on the back, even though there's been a change in personnel. With a lot less experience now at the back than previously. Didn't quite come off for them there, but they've won it back. Here's Danson.
Back there whenever they're trying to play out. And with all the fresh legs that have been introduced, they need to pounce on those type of mistakes.
Danson carrying it forward. Kingu. Poor ball from the Congolese. Great feet there from Kin Phillips. Collision in the center of the park. Makaula penalized. And the Pirates have reached 345 passes. In their match a week ago, they only completed 352 passes as their 6th lowest tally this season. Still got the job done nonetheless. And most notably, the scoreline, of course. Tanzi keeps going. A little dink forward. Bokazi. Kimwidi.
Trying to get him sway. But Kobedi, they've been clever putting his body in front there. But that's the mistake that they're trying to play out. That nearly resulted into a goal. It's just a strong pass as well to be played to Maova. Those are the type of mistake they need to avoid at the back.
Oh! Ball was almost full. Radio Pani perhaps not reacting quickly enough, but could he have for a moment perceived that that would have happened? Kingwidi receives from Shandu, confirmed as the scorer of the second goal.
I mean, we were speaking a little bit earlier about the sloppiness that Orlando Pirates has at the back. Now Golden Arrows nearly conceded as well, being sloppy at their defense in terms of trying to build up.
Juiced here. Left it in nicely. Claim from Maova. Long. Sat. Longer again. Menzi Masuku. Masuku works some space. Cracks arrived at the club after that raid of Royal AM. Yanajia. Over to Kobedi. Phillips. Masuku. It's into a fortress. Kimbrey glides away from one and another. He's going backwards, but picks up Madiba. Back to Kimbrey. Mufoke. He's very central now. Given away cheaply by Mbata. Kagiso Malinga. Low ball in. Bokazi loves making these charging runs, but this time has misplaced his pass. Kimbuini getting something to chase for Boitumelo Radipane. A little too robust in his efforts to get past Koperi there.
Now with that little bit of a push, you can see that too.
Pirates heading for a third successive home victory against Golden Arrows. Be the third time that they've put together 3 or more wins in succession against this side at home. Actually managed 6 successive home wins from the 2008-2009 season all the way through to 2013-14. Sure. Cotta. Betty gets it away. Mbata. By Jose Rivero.
100%. Became a better player, became an important player, he became a national team player as well. And that's what a good coach does, improve players, give players opportunities, you know, believe in the players. And sometimes once you do that, maybe that's all sometimes the players need, just a little bit of belief.
This for Orlando Pirates will be the 5th double they've done over an opponent this season. Still have opportunities to do a few more, in fact.
Reading of the game, look at that. Even though he was offside, he gets into the right positions. That's why he's able to score goals.
Speaking of league doubles, actually have an opportunity to do double over all their remaining opponents this season, so it could be as many as campaign. Shandu. Back with arrows. Mayova gets it away to Gianni. With Radiopane bearing down on him. Tanti. No foul, says Chris Stewart. Kimbuini just didn't get that pass away in time.
Yeah, could have played the ball a little bit.
Lamontville Golden Arrows will be sweating until the final whistle on the final day, most likely. These Pirates players have come out this evening to do it for their departing coach, and they've got the job done emphatically.
I mean, if ever there was any doubt, especially after a disappointing results over the weekend, I think that was the biggest concern as to when the players will show up, and they actually did.
The final whistle sounds, and with that comes to an end the Jose Rivero era.